Hello, hello. Happy Talking Up Tuesday. This is Michael Damon here coming to you from Be Well Magazines for Talking Up Tuesday. I'm back from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We had a successful event, and today I'm going to be sharing some highlights with you in case you were not able to be there. Some of the pictures, talk a little bit about the press coverage, and give you some more information about the Be Well Big Dream event in Milwaukee, plus some stuff that you can do coming up in the future if you want to get more involved with Be Well. So, first, let's do our usual thank you for tuning in tonight. Let me know that you are here. Please let me know if you can hear me and you can see me by hitting that share button and leaving a comment down below letting me know where are you listening in from? Where are you listening in from? So tonight again, I'm going to do a recap. Welcome to see. All right. Sound check, sound check. Hey, Shauna, thank you for tuning in. It was so good to see you this weekend at the event. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for letting me know you can hear me and you can see me. Is there some more people out there? We're streaming live right now on Facebook, on YouTube, my personal Facebook, the Be Well Magazine's Facebook group, all kind of places. So when you watch this, go ahead, check in and let us know that you made it back to your hometown safely and sound after the Be Well Big Dream Retreat. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what happened this weekend in case you missed it. We had some beautiful moments, some tears, some laughter. We had some media coverage. So it was a super, super successful event. Everyone had a really good time. And I want to share some of the highlights with those of you who weren't able to be there with us. Now, Be Well Magazine is a online and in print publication. We offer our platform to people who are members of the Be Well community, primarily focused on helping women entrepreneurs be well connected, informed, and inspired. So, to help them do that through entrepreneurism, we offer a number of different support services. We let them use our platform in order to reach new audiences, get their brand together, build their business. All of these are our goals and our focuses for this year. So, earlier, I would say last year actually, we talked about what should our focus be for 2023. And the team decided the thing that we really wanted to focus on was just helping more women entrepreneurs in the Be Well community be successful financially, socially, physically, mentally, all of that stuff, making sure that they're being well all around in their areas of life. And after reading a couple of reports from Visa, American Express, we're seeing that a lot of women entrepreneurs, especially those who are solo entrepreneurs, aren't making the kind of money and the revenue that they need to hire other people, to make it so that they can sustain their families financially. So we charged ourselves with the responsibility to help more women entrepreneurs be successful through their business. Now, one of the things that we found is that I think on average, between both reports, most solo entrepreneurs were only making about $20,000 or $30,000 a year in their business, which, as many might be, for some, especially if you have a family, maybe a part-time income. In some cases, it might be a full-time for some, but typically someone around that income might end up having to work a couple different jobs to cover all the things that they need. So what we wanted to do is just make sure we used our platform to give more exposure, help women entrepreneurs build the infrastructure that they need, provide them with the technical and ongoing support, the encouragement that they need to be successful at their business. So this year we launched the Be Well Platinum membership. Part of that membership is just doing things like we did this past weekend with our events and using that as a platform for women entrepreneurs to launch. So if you're listening to this and you can relate to any of those things that I said, you're looking for a support system and a community who's going to embrace you and want to see you succeed and be successful, go to bewellmagazines.com on the membership page and check out the Platinum membership. That's going to provide everything that you need. So if you want to get a podcast up and going, you're ready to build your own course and build an online community that you can charge a membership fee to, you want an ad in the magazine, article in the magazine, you want to speak at a Be Well event, you just need some people who can be behind you to help you get your brand together, help you get your online presence right so people want to do business with you. All that stuff is included in our Be Well Platinum membership. So go to bewellmagazines.com to check that out. So let's go ahead and just do some real quick recap of what happened this past weekend. It was a wonderful time. I had a chance to go back to my hometown and see some wonderful people that I started my entrepreneurial journey with many, many years ago. It was just so good to see 10 years later how everyone has progressed in their business and was just bringing everyone together again. So we had a really, really good time. So Be Well celebrated 10 years, 10 whole years, 1 decade of being around, building up the business, bringing women together for these opportunities. And We had a sponsor who made all of this possible, which is Explorers TV, Wisconsin Black Chamber of Commerce. We actually had a number of sponsors, but that was our presenting sponsor who helped make this thing an actual event. And we had the live coverage, we had the streaming, like there was so much stuff going on, and we did it real big for the 10-year anniversary. So it was a really, really good time. So let me just kind of go through some of the things that took place. On Friday, we had our release party. We did a special edition of Be Well magazine that was basically for the Milwaukee Retreat, just giving people an opportunity to connect, see everybody who's going to be part of the event. We had some awards that were given out to our Women of Impact. So Friday night, we had a moment to just gather everyone, welcome them to the city of Milwaukee, and gather, get connected, just really just kind of form that before we kicked off with the full day of activities on Saturday. So these are just a couple pictures. You have the team. So behind putting this event together and pulling everything off was Lenice. We had Eris from the Comp Studio. We had Kim from Bajun, that's Carmen's sister. Amani's down in the back there from National University. You have me back there from We Merge Media. And then, of course, you have our founder and the visionary of Be Well, Carmen Ray. Here on in the lobby of the Iron Horse Hotel, we had a cocktail party, and some of our other people came through. Linda Michelle came through. There were a number of women who came through that night, and Faith Coles was there from 860, who did interviews for us all week. So there was a really good time. I talked about our sponsor. Reuben Hopkins had sponsored the event. He was our presenting sponsor. Explorers TV showed so much love and support, recorded the whole thing. So make sure you get your subscription to Explorers TV so that you can watch the post-production, the post-event. You went there for the live event, be able to tune in and watch the recorded event. We had a really good time. Ruben, thank you for making that possible. We had a Women of Impact brunch on Sunday. There are a number of people who were honored, both Amani and Carmen. It was almost kind of like traveling through time and having an opportunity to just kind of hear all these stories about how Be Well came to be, people who had an impact on their lives, people who were instrumental in supporting Be Well so that Be Well can get through, those early years. Like, it was just a really emotional time for everyone, but we had a good time gathering, getting to hear the stories. It was so much fun, and it was good to see so many people in the room. There were awards given out. This is Shauna. Hey, Shauna, thank you for getting my sound check ready for me today. Shauna was there in the room. We had therapist Mikhail Daniels was there. Devon D came through. Had a chance to talk to him for the first time in person. There were so many people that I met for the first time in person that I had been talking to for at least the past 2 years, but we never met in person. So it was just so cool to be able to see everybody in person and go from Zoom to the room so that we can connect in person. Here, I just have a couple of screenshots from just the reviews were raving. Everyone talked about how fun the event was, what an impact it had on them. Therapist Mikhail Daniels was sharing with us, talking about teens and some of depression. I think a lot of adults and parents don't quite understand what youth went through, especially those who were having like those moments like graduating high school and prom, and what going through that pandemic during that time that did for them. So she was able to share some nuggets with us and just let us know that you need to be kind of mindful how to build some relationship with teams, have some talks with them. It was good. I personally needed some of that information that was shared. And so many people in the room had questions. Like, it was such a great opportunity. So thank you, therapist Mikhail Daniels, for coming through for that. Devon D was there. The world is watching. He's up every day. I swear this man's consistency amazes me. And, it was just, I had to talk to him and get some behind the scenes, like, how in the world are you doing all the stuff that you're doing? And I was just blown away, super inspired and blown away. So it was good to meet you in person, Devon. Thank you for joining us. We had news coverage. Thanks for Princess Hemphill for getting us some news coverage, getting the word out to the publications. We had the WISN, TMJ4, Fox 6 News in Milwaukee, all provided some news coverage for the event. So that was pretty cool. Jackie Delane was in the house, coming up from Illinois. Thank you for tuning in. Self-care unapologetically. She was giving us her message, taking us through her story and her history. Our speakers were just amazing. Here you see this line of women that was there, and they did this I guess you can kind of call it like an exercise in a way. that our keynote, not keynote, but one of our speakers, Leah, was going through. And it was just one of those things you had to be there for. Definitely a very powerful and impactful moment for people. So many people in the room were just reflecting, really having to kind of go through their story. And she gave so many different tips and things and just encouraged people to see a different part of themselves. So it was just amazing to be able to see that going on. Carrie Smith here. Carrie, thank you for joining us, coming up from Illinois for the weekend. Carrie was one of our Women of Impact. She brought her cakes, and them cakes was the bomb. I still got 2 to eat. So if you say this, Carrie, I made it to Milwaukee, to Arizona with my cakes. I got 2 more to go, but I can't wait to the next event. This is Leah Bridget Wilder. Leah was our speaker. She was one of our speakers during the afternoon session. Bridget Wilder was one of our Women of Impact. I might have a couple of duplicates, so I went backwards. There you go. I finally got to meet Linda Michelle in person. Linda, thank you for coming up and joining us. Lisa was there, one of my longtime mentors from my early days with Jay Hilborn. She brought me into that business, and we've just stayed in touch and connected ever since. So Lisa was there with her latest brand. Mima's Gourmet Delights. I brought me a box of cake mix back, so I'll be doing some baking this weekend. I got to meet Sandy in person for the first time. Like, it was like a family reunion in many situations. We got to just meet so many people that I know I haven't met before, but have always talked to. So it was just so good to see so many different faces. Our keynote, Latrice Rollins, was there. She opened us up on Saturday, I believe that was, and gave us a word, talked about her history, her journey, her relationship with Carmen. So it was just an amazing time. This is more of the press coverage. Denise Fields Russell, she always gives moving speeches. Like, you just can't help but get riled up when DFW's in the house, DFR is in the house, and giving a speech. So she was there. Our publishing partners were in the house. We had Aisha come up from Illinois. Our Milwaukee partner, Dr. Shatina Gladney, was there. Dwayne Gladney was there. They had opened up some doors for me early on in my business, in my career many years ago through their businesses, and we remain connected today. So it was just so cool to see them. Peggy Riggins was there with a powerful speech on Sunday at the brunch. Who else we got here in the photos with me? So as you can see, there was quite a bit going on. Both Carmen and Imani honored the Legacy Award to their mom, Carmen's mom, Imani's grandma, Shirley, who was there, spent many years in the daycare industry, and there were just so many people who had stories to tell about how Shirley's business and her early venture into the childcare industry impact their lives, their children's lives. Like, it was just one of those things that you had to be there for. So it was a good time. It was good to get back to Milwaukee. I hadn't been there since I moved. I take that back. I was there in December of 2022 for a short period of time. But once I moved away back in 2019, I hadn't had many opportunities to go back. So this was an opportunity to go back. I didn't get to see anybody. I was pretty much working the whole weekend, but I still had a good time. Was able to go to my favorite coffee shop, walk around, enjoy some sun on the warmer day. It was about 50 or 60 degrees, but it was good. It was good. So if you did miss this event, I hope that you were able to get your subscription to Explorers TV. You'll be able to catch some of the footage there in detail. I just wanted to share some of the photos that I captured and some of the team captured from the weekend. You can also go online. We're going to be putting up a post-event page where we'll share the media coverage. We'll share some video clips, some of the moments from the speeches, so that you can feel what we felt when we were there in the room. Now, we do have more events coming up. The next thing going on is going to be in San Diego, California. So if you, in June, I believe it's going to be June, I don't want to get the dates wrong. I think June 22nd through the 25th. I'll make sure that I post that in the comments, but we have the Revival on the Water, which is going to be hosted by Dr. K. This is at the Paradise Resort and Spa, right on the bay, beautiful San Diego, like these bungalow rooms that you can stay in that are right on the water, fire pits, right on the beach. Like, it's going to be an amazing time. So if you go to bewellmagazines.com, click on the events tab, and you'll see all the upcoming events that are going on. So Revival on the Water is the next one. And then, of course, we have our annual Arizona retreat, which is going to be coming in January of 2024. In between June and Arizona in January 2024, there'll be some online events and then some other opportunities to be able to connect with the Be Well community locally through our publishing partners. So we have so much going on in the community. I want to encourage you to stay connected, encourage you to make sure that you're reading your emails. Again, if you're an entrepreneur and you are tired of trying to do everything on your own, come over and get that membership and a platinum membership and join us. We'll be more than happy to support you, help you leverage the resources that Be Well uses to do everything it does, and use that for your business. So again, my name is Michael Dumont. Thank you for tuning in for Talk It Up Tuesday. We'll be back next week and look forward to seeing you at one of the Be Well events or online inside of our membership space. Okay. So have a good one, everyone. Thank you for tuning in.